Welcome to video number 3, that's a 3, in the series of what to get the guitar player for President's Day. Hanukkah, Christmas, any freaking point in time when one of your loved ones, I'm talking to you guitar player, is looking for a gift. They don't know what to get us. They don't know what strings. Yeah, I want to get them strings. What string gauge do you play, Eric? Well, then Eric already knows that his girlfriend's getting him strings if he says to Dario NYXL balance tension 9 to 46. I think it's 9 to 44. I don't know. Balance tension. Anyway, 10 to 40. Wait, huh? I don't know. Good strings. Anyway, then you already know. So how do you buy something without letting them know you're buying them a certain thing, but still get something that's kind of cool and something they're not gonna hate? Where they're just gonna go like, oh, awesome. Okay, so we don't want that. And let me help you people that buy gifts for guitar players and you don't know about anything. Pick some cool things that might or might not be actually cool. And evaluating these things and presenting these things is Kiana and Patrick. Thank you so much, guys. It was a blast hanging out with you. Here are gifts in the budget up to €200. If you only have $50, please watch video number 1. If you only have $100, watch video number 2. And if you have $200, watch this one. Stay right here. Kiana, what do we have for the unknowing Christmas shopper today?
Today we have a guitar stand.
By? And the name is? You are unprepared, lady. It is, of course, the K&M König und Meyer Guardian Translucent. They also have it, I think, in black. Kiana, what is so special about this rather highly priced item?
It fits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guitars or basses.
But Kiana, I can get that from a much cheaper guitar stand. I can buy one that holds 7 for under €100. Why spend 140 on this?
Cause
you have no idea.
I don't know, cause it's like, I don't know. No, I don't know. Is there something special about it?
There's something special about it.
It has arrows. You can push, open, and close.
Oh, really?
It's
Wait, you push? Oh, that's actually really neat. Well, this is actually neat. So it doesn't really hurt your instruments. And they don't bump into each other. Most stands are, it's just one row and the guitars can bump into each other.
This is clearly restricting the guitars
They
to
don't have
stay
the
in their
device.
designated area.
But it is using rubber without softener. Without rubber softener.
So if your kid comes by and starts sucking on it, it doesn't die?
No. If your significant giftee, person you're buying this for, has high-priced guitars, they might be using nitro finishes, nitro paint. That paint will change color if it's for longer periods of time in contact with the materials that are in rubber softener. So if you put that on a stand that's not made for nitro finishes, the guitar will actually show on these 2 spots a discoloration. So if you have your $8,000 custom shop Les Paul, and you put it in a cheap guitar stand that's not made for it, it'll have 2 lines there. So that's a good reason to buy the
K&M guitar stand. But also it won't
the Guardian. Yeah.
But also it won't kill your kid if it starts sucking on these.
Also, wait.
No.
No, I'm good. I'm still fine. So that's special about it. The guitars don't bump into each other and scratch each other. So they don't scratch each other. It's not using the softness, which means that your high-priced guitars are secure. And also, what I love about these is they come in 3, in 5. I think there might be a 7, but also there's one that has 3 plus 1, which is 3 electric guitars, and one that's wider for acoustic guitar. There's 3 acoustic, a 5 acoustic, so there's different configurations. So find out, you probably know and bitch about it all the time, how many guitars it has, and then buy the stand that gets these guitars out of the way, because you're probably tripping over them, you're bitching about it. So with one stand, you can solve it all. These are not inexpensive. They are between, I think, 130, 150, depending on the configuration. But I think they're well worth it because you know that the guitars are protected, which probably...
And your children, too.
Your guitar and children are protected. You don't really give a flying rat's ass about whether the guitars are safe, but he does. So get him something that protects the thing that's most important in his life.
The children.
Not the children. No. The guitars.
The other children.
Let's be realistic, okay? Priorities.
No, but seriously, telling the wife that, this won't harm the children if they start sucking up, because apparently people do that. I think that's advertisement.
Let's show it with some instruments.
Good idea.
Oh my, yours is very big.
Yes, that is what she said.
This one is extremely cheaper because it doesn't have frets. Oh my god. How do you...
What did I do?
You put this all the way in there. This is a nice ass guitar stand. I mean, come on.
It's not so flimsy.
Yeah.
No. I just wanted to...
You want to kick it?
I wanted to kick it. No, I don't. I'm okay. I'm good. Good.
However the kids would go and suck on this now, I have no idea. But kids nowadays, they'll suck on anything. What?
Why are you like this?
You started to talk about kids sucking on things.
But not like that.
Okay, could you do me a favor? Not pretend to be disgusted, because they're gonna say that I'm the pig here. And the poor girl, she's so embarrassed.
So evil.
Please tell them now that you're just playing. Because I'm the asshole here, okay?
Yeah. I'm just a very evil person.
Yes, exactly.
I pretend to be nice, but actually I plan
Well, the
to...
hat was a dead giveaway that you're not nice. Just look at it. Come on.
Okay.
Bad hair day. What's the excuse?
At least I have hair.
Okay. K&M Guardian, awesome thing. Buy it. Patrick. It's me.
Hello.
So, I'm gonna try to get through this. I decided not to do a full-blown, let's plug this in and do the big demo, because that's not what this is about. This is about you not having any idea what I'm gonna talk about in this video, and show you the Zoom Multistomp
Pussy magnet.
Zoom Multistomp MS70 CDR something. So, comes with batteries. It's €109 and it's light blue. It's a multi-effect, and they were clever enough, you're very close with the mic to my mouth. They were clever enough, let me see. They were clever enough, I said this for the third time now.
Yes.
3 times.
3 times.
Not to try to do any distortion. This is chorus delays and reverbs, and we have to say, after playing with this for 3.5 minutes, that we're pretty impressed.
That is true.
So, what happens is, you have a multi-effect, and right now, there's different presets. We're on the CDR, which stands for chorus delay and reverb. So, and it's incredibly simple. What you do is, with next to this stomp, there's actually left and right buttons. So right now I'm on a comb filter. After that comes a stereo chorus, and after that comes a stereo delay. Can you see that, Kiana? You're not at all on this?
I was.
Well, can you stay on this?
Okay.
That's when you hire the help and actually not pay them.
I don't get any money,
Yeah,
so I can do whatever
exactly.
I want.
That's what happens.
You know where I come from? We don't let women out of the house, and now you know why. True story.
Okay.
That sounds like Marco.
Yeah, that sounds like Marco. Hey, Marco. So here's a cool thing. Each of these 3 boxes you can actually turn on and off individually. See, the chorus is on. Play a bit. But the delay is off. So I go back here, I can turn the delay back on. And there's a reverb, I can turn that off. So that's it. It's a real multi-effect where you have control over each effect. And I go back to the delay, and then I have these 3 knobs which can also be pushed. And I turn it, and I have my time for the left and right. Yes, this thing is for the stereo. I have a mix, and there's a little page button. I click this, and there's a second page where I have more and more and more parameters. So that's pretty impressive. It's extremely simple to operate once you know a little bit about menu structure. And anything I do gets saved. So if I now go to the 63 spring reverb, my CDR was saved in the last setting where I was. I think it's extremely simple. So I'm on the spring reverb now. Play that. So I turned the tremolo off, but I left the reverb on. Yeah, wow. But come on, it's $109.
That's pretty cheap.
And you have the way... And again, it's not trying to be a modeler. It's not going to give you the crappy stuff that it wouldn't do well, which is speaker simulation, amp simulation, any of that. It's doing chorus delay and reverb. And as we found out, what was it? Carbon long? Let's try this. Try that. Play that. It has a halfway decent shimmer mode. You know those shimmer mode is those high pitchy things, and then we had lo-fi noise. Nice. And there was a stairway. That one was very fun. Beautiful, beautiful. Phase room, that's actually nice. So if I click on this, let's see what we have here. We have a phaser and a tiled room, and that's it. No, what's number 1? Number 1 is a line selector. Okay. So how do I change the tiled room? Now I can go up and down, I think. Here we go. Spring, go. Arena. Early reflections. Mod reverb, nice. There's a lot of reverbs in there. It doesn't stop. There's more and more. So, if your significant giftee doesn't already have tons of effects, especially delay and reverb, which you find out how?
By looking at the pedal board, if
What's a pedal board?
a little black, usually black metal thing on the floor, not your pen, for the women, it's usually squared and there are pedals on it.
Pedals?
Pedals!
Ah, okay.
Le pedal!
Ah, le pedale. Ah.
And you have to look if one of them says delay, chorus, or reverb.
Then on the other hand, they might not. Like the Keeley Caverns says caverns.
Or they might be called Big Sky, or whatever.
So really what we're telling them is of no value whatsoever.
As your viewers are used to.
Yeah, good point. Very good point, Ben. So, I think this is actually really killer for someone who doesn't have effects, wants to find out what they like. And as a... I mean, I've tested a whole bunch of Swiss Army knife kind of boxes. Like, what's it, Kiana? We did
Stomp.
the X-Tom from Hot Tone, which, I'm sorry, here you have an interface that you can actually get to. On the stupid X-Tom, I'm sorry, Hot Tone, but you have to get your app out and download things, and it takes...
I can't use my X-Stomp anymore.
Kiana doesn't have a smartphone anymore, so her X-Tom is kind of pointless. Yeah, that's true. She doesn't have a smartphone anymore, so her X-Tom became pointless. Now, this, with a nice interface in a relatively small size pedal, this is pretty damn killer. $109, way to go. I know that for beginners, or even for people that have stuff on their pedal boards that does this already, this is a nice backup.
Yeah.
Or an additional effect. Or maybe just call in one of these multi-effects and it's like your one go-to thing for this one intro. And for $109, if it's giving me one killer thing for a gig, I'm cool. So I'm going to say we're not doing reviews here, but this is highly recommended based on the first impression that we're getting here. I leave the last word with you.
Yes.
So, Patrick.
Hello.
What if you want to go to a rehearsal, you want to play some really, say, heavy metal? You know the heavy metal? You know
heavy metal.
You know how they go, the heavy metal people?
Like
no.
that?
No. That's what they do.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and you want to do that, but you don't want to carry your 100-watt beast with you, which you have.
Yep.
And for the people there that want to buy their loved ones something that they're going to go like, oh my God, I lost my love! I love you so much. If they want to do that, they can't buy them like a €2,000 amp, right?
Right.
So, what's lightweight, affordable for a loved one, and exists in enough varieties to please a diverse stylistic group of people?
I'm not gonna say tiny Asian prostitutes because you're probably referring to tiny Asian amps.
Tiny Asian amps, yes. By the way, have you seen this? Sharknado.
Wow.
Just saying. This is not for sale. At least not here. I don't know where that is for sale.
So I guess a Bantam Amp would be the answer.
Yes. BantamP, based on the Bantam chicken, which is a tiny chicken. Okay, here's the deal. These things are about $150, $160, so we are definitely under the 200, which we set for this video. And they freaking rule. Each of them is voiced a little bit differently. This is voiced like kind of a Eddie Van Halen high gain plexi thing, brown sound. This is a super metal monster. Each of them also has a clean channel, by the way, which is pedal friendly. This is kind of a British metal high gain idea, but more in the orange vein. This is a mid gain Marshall-y JCM type thing. So
I wonder why the J, the C, and the M are printed in white letters.
Yeah, I wonder why that is. I wonder whose idea that was.
Jacob Caesar Müller.
Must have been a very smart man who came up with hiding that in the name, huh? And then over here, this is a clean amp. It doesn't have two channels, it just has a normal and bright. And that over there is a Vox Type B voiced thing. So these things are super light, have an effects loop, have a phones out, and an antenna, because you can also put Bluetooth in there, and you can stream your phone and jam and have some fun. So it's a great practice amp. It's a great...
No, it's a small practice amp.
It's a small practice amp. But 20 watts, these things get frickin' loud. And... they just sound freaking good. These are not toys. You can actually take this to a gig. Your main amp says bye-bye for some reason. You pull this out of your bag and you just continue the gig. People that see these don't trust them. They think they're toys. People that play them go like, what the... Phil X took one of these home from GitCon. You don't know who Phil X is or what GitCon is because you're some guy's grandma who's trying to find out what to buy him. How about you buy him one of these? If you got $150, your... Wait, grandson, yeah. Granddaughter is going to be pretty excited. Now with the questions, how do they find out which one to buy?
By choosing their favorite color, because just like with Pokemon, you gotta have them all at some point.
You're telling the grandma it's just like Pokemon? Actually, nowadays, grandmas probably have played Pokemon.
Or just by walking into your grandson's practice room, checking out his amp, which should look like...
Wait a second, wait a second. The grandma's gonna go down to the smelly basement of an old car factory.
Or her own house.
Because grandson probably practices with his grindcore Swedish death metal band in grandma's basement.
Sure.
Usually.
We actually practice...
We all know Grandma Olsen from Sweden.
Grandma Olsen from Sweden. Of course. Hey, Grandma Olsen. We actually practiced in my grandma's attic.
See, so it's
which
not
is
there.
now the ferret room. It's not where the ferrets live.
The smell stays there.
You know where they poop the most? In the corner where the drummer was. Yeah. So, hey, these things are killer. $150. Let's put it this way. Your boyfriend, grandson, husband, significant other, brother, likes indie and pop rock. Go for this.
Yeah.
He likes jazz. Go for this. They like classic rock and anything rock. Go for this. They like Van Halen and like screamy 80s-y, 70s-y, 80s-y stuff. Go for this. They like... Go for these. So, that's it.
Very easy.
I don't think... With the amp you have, which is a big-ass Marshall, you would still be happy to get something like this, right?
Sure.
So, Patrick's girlfriend. You want this one. You're not very in the tune. Who needs to be in the tune? Hey, people! Beat Buddy Mini. If you don't need the full accompaniment like the trio will give you, which is in the gifts under €100. Now we're in the gifts over €100. If you need drums and you need that rather well done to practice, to make sure you can still have a good time in the practice room because your drummer is drunk, not on time, or discussing the validity of black metal with someone outside.
So just simply a very annoying person, like drummers tend to be.
So if your drummer is being a drummer, you might want to start the rehearsal with a Beat Buddy Mini. It's actually a super simple little box. It does drums. I have it in the effects loop of the amp right now. It does make more sense to go into a full range system, meaning a PA in a practice room or at home in your stereo. You select a genre. I don't know what genre is. Do you know what genre is?
It's like genetics and religions together.
You select the genetics and religion button, and you push the thing. Okay, so if I now want to fill, all I have to do is tap. If I want to transition, I hold, and now there's a second part. I have a list. Transition. If I want to stop it, I tap it twice. It shows me on top what part it's doing. I can go to oldies. Oh, and there's songs. I was on genre. But if you go to song, there's actually 4 different songs, five 5 different. There's 4, 3. There's 5 different songs per genre. So if I change the genre, not percussion, to pop, okay? So I do pop. There's 5 pops. Oh, there's my place.
So is that like what you can accompany organ music with, like church music?
Because it's the pop?
Yeah.
Wow, that was wow. Where do you study your puns? Here, right?
Yeah.
Did you go to pun school at
42 Studio?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
So here it says my place. Apparently that's a song. So wonderful. So we go back to genre. There's punk. Let's do punk. We're gonna go flip the switch. And we go to song number 2. Speed. The speed is that's French. It's 172. We can go to the tempo knob and change that, but we're gonna keep the speed at where it was. So you ready?
Yeah.
Very out of tune.
As a punk guitar should be.
Yeah, we're gonna get a lot of crap from the punk guitar.
But only from punks and drummers.
Here we have regae. Regae. They don't know how to spell regal. I don't know. I'm not funny.
You're really not funny.
You mean Steven Regal, the actor.
Steven Regal. Oh! Oh! Wow!
Getting late.
It's
Sorry.
been a
Time to
long
go
day.
home.
Here's world tango, because we all need a good tango. Ballad, fuck that. Beatbox, older, yes. Beatbox 3. I don't know how to do that.
I don't know who's gonna watch this.
I have no idea. Not my problem. Brushes, country, of course. The funk. They have funk. Like
Funk.
the NZDF.
Yeah.
Hippity hop, yachts, Latin, marching. What marching music? That's actually not. That's kind of cool. But we want to go to the metal.
No, okay.
That's really, what we're doing is really horrible.
And he was my teacher, so...
Wow. So what are we trying to do again? Buy this in case the person you're buying this for needs drums, because it's actually pretty damn cool.
Yeah.
I think it can inspire to practice and maybe it's a little songwriting tool. You can't really do an awful lot with. You can't make your own drum sounds in there, but
But it's also less annoying than a metronome.
And then a drummer.
then a real drummer.
And that, yeah, sure. But that was the obvious.
Oh yeah. Not having drums is actually
Always better.
always better than having a drummer.
Yeah.
So yeah, for $120, not horrible, I would say.
Good enough for me.
And imagine how many cases of beer you have to share with a drummer. If you have this, don't do that. Money saved, you can buy a Beat Buddy Mini.
10 out of 10. Would recommend.
10 out of 10 guitar players that hate drummers would
Buy this, yes.
would buy
Bye-bye.
So next up in our lineup of things your guitar player friend might enjoy is an inexpensive wireless system from Line 6. Clocks in at €137 as of the filming of this video. And how do you know that he wants or needs this? You don't. If he plays in a big ass band, big cover band or band that's on huge stages where you would need something like this because you don't have long cable runs, then he very likely either gets it from the touring company or has a very expensive Sennheiser, AKG, whatever wireless system that clocks in over 1,000. Now this is 137. This is good for 15 meters. It's not a super professional system, but it's a great system to dip your feet into the world of wireless. If you don't know, or he doesn't know, she doesn't know, your mom doesn't know, whether or not this is something he, she, it wants. Well, if they don't play in a big ass band where they're on a big ass stage, they also don't need this because play with a freaking cable like we all did. You don't need to be in a small club where you're kind of crammed up on stage anyway and then play with a wireless system. But it's fun. You feel cool. You feel like Slash and the big boys on the big stage because you have a wireless system. And I think this is actually a neat one. So we're gonna go ahead and hopefully quickly open this and demonstrate it. Which you can clearly see I have not done. So in here, nicely packaged, I gotta say this. They have an angled adapter in case the thing, which is this thing, doesn't fit into your guitar. Importante, break the seal and the warranty is toast. Good. Ha, it's not broken, ha, I didn't break it. So in case this doesn't fit into where your guitar is, you can use this adapter. Looks like there's a little on and off switch right here, so when you plug it into your guitar, it turns on and it doesn't waste battery. So that's pretty much how you turn it on, as far as I can see. Then there's a micro USB cable. I'm gonna assume no, you don't charge, no. Haha, you don't charge this, you plug it in here and it charges. Because this is the receiver. And that's kind of a tabletop thing, so, I mean, maybe for home, who knows. We have two different outputs. We have an XLR out, which is kind of, I don't know why. And the standard 1/4 inch. We're gonna, of course, try that. So I'm gonna assume that I can power this with a little 5-volt adapter, right? Let me see. Yes, so that means you could power this with any cell phone charger. So I don't even have to put this together because I happen to have one lying around. Who doesn't, really? So I'm gonna just take these two things and the cable, and we're technically good to go. This is actually rather neat. Follow me. It lights up in a neat way. So now you can see it's being charged, and the whole station lights up in white. So I take this out, and the station changes color somehow. Now it's red. So there's some nice visual feedback. So I'm hoping that there's enough power to even try it. But we can test it. Let's see. Apparently it needs to be charged before you can use it. I'm gonna get back to you. Hey folks, the Relay G10 has loaded. It took about 5 minutes to turn into green. You should probably charge it. Loaded? It hat geladen? What? It charged. But it's green now. I can use it. Probably charge it a little bit longer. So you have this little thing dangling here. It's okay, I guess. And look at this. No cables. Sounds great to me. Let's run around. Pretty impressive. There were actually 2 walls in between that, which on a stage really shouldn't happen because no walls on stages. So let's see if it works with a Strat type guitar. Yeah, you have this. Is that good? Actually, that doesn't bother me too much. It doesn't look sexy, but works! So then there's this little angly thing which I could plug in to get it in a different direction, I guess. If you really have a guitar where that is necessary. So on the Strat, I could do... yeah, I could do this. That's much, much better. No, it's not. So on a different guitar that might make sense. Hey! I think this is a decent setup for a small club where, again, you don't need it because it's a small club and just use a freaking cable. But if you want your significant other to dip their feet into the world of wireless, or they just don't shut up about, I wish I had a wireless, and the cable's bugging me, and we're jumping around on stage and we're always wrapping our cables around. Relay G10 is a decent gift for not too much money.
Yeah. Hello! Today, or at this moment, or right now, which for you probably is not today, but for us it is, so somehow, like, in this video, which probably is in one video with all the others, so in this scene of this video...
Anyway,
continue,
there's a chair.
Which is actually not to sit on, but to stand on.
It's a chair to stand on, yes. It looks elegant when you stand. How do you use this? Do you use it like this, right?
That's the way the old man who would probably buy this figured this one out.
Okay. So, what's this for?
I suggest for people who are in their early 40s, still have or would like to play heavy ass Les Pauls, but then also already have back pain and don't want to carry or just hold it all the time, so they can sit down and support their backs with this chair and can put their heavy Les Pauls on their legs. So people who do not worry anymore about looking cool or not making fools out of themselves, because I would say this one is not meant for the stage because it doesn't look very cool. Although what do I know about looking cool? But would you agree?
I agree. So if you are a girlfriend or wife of somebody and you think he wants a chair, it is either for the person who cannot or is not willing to stand during practice the entire time holding their heavy ass Les Paul and tired, or so that's if you're a really nice wife and you're like, oh, he loves practicing but he has back pain and then he's complaining, so let me get him this chair, which isn't cool but it's comfy. The other reason to get this for your boyfriend is if you're jealous girlfriend, because this chair's comfy but it's not gonna get you any pussy. So if you're afraid that groupie chicks and stuff might happen because apparently he's in a good band or something, get him this chair, have him sit on it on stage, and I will guarantee you he's not gonna have any underwear flying at him that evening. But it's comfy, and Yeah, it even has a backrest, so not like bar chairs where you fall off backwards when you had a drink too much.
Yeah, and
So-
on which you would actually kind of at least look not
halfway
that
decent. Yeah, halfway decent. And yeah, it's not too heavy. You could take it to your gig, possibly.
Apparently it's foldable, and they have a version with a backpack where it all fits in the backpack.
It's
Alright.
foldable and has a version with a backpack. So
How much?
if you have the balls, or you're really not interested in
Looking like you have any.
looking like you have any, go ahead.
How much is it, by the way?
Oh,
$189, I think.
$1.89.
$1.89.
So €1.89.
It is damn comfortable.
It is really comfortable.
It is. And I have to say, I was skeptical the first and second moment, but once I spent 5 minutes on this chair, I have to say, thinking about rehearsals with annoying drummers, they could be more easily to take if you at least sit comfortably. Drummers still gonna be assholes, but at least you can rest your ass comfortably.
Yeah.
So that's it,
That's it.
I guess.
That's it. It's decent.
Hello. So, $150 for this Blackstar ID Core. For some reason, it has strap pins, guitar strap pins, and I decided that the tiny little strap that comes with it is not enough. So I put a guitar strap on it that probably costs more than the amp. I am connected, it's not battery powered, I'm connected to the power, but this is a good way to present the Blackstar ID Core Stereo 10 V2 amp. We don't know what it does yet. We know the guitar, which is a beautiful Harley Benton HP Signature Prototype number 5, is out of tune. So I have to read this upside down, but it says hold tuner. It's red. There you go.
But
You're just going too high.
but how do I know?
It's got to be green in the middle.
Oh, I watched these lines.
No, you have to.
Okay, that makes sense.
Do the low E string and it was too high. So apparently, we have a tab for effects, different types, 1, 2, 3, 4, doesn't say which ones. Oh, delay, mod, reverb. You pick which one and then there's 4 different ones. Level for the effects. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different models. Don't know what they are because I can't read upside down. We have level, gain, and EQ, or the Blackstar ISF, which stands for ISF. MP3 input. Emulated. Okay, so you could do simple recordings with this. Who is this amp for? It's like a practice amp for on your desk, right?
Yeah, or on your shoulder.
Or on your
Like
shoulder.
you have it.
So let's see how she flies. No effects, and we're gonna go. Oh, here we go. Clean.
Warm.
That's as loud as it gets, but I mean for practicing that's totally fine. Let's see what the EQ does. Changes the mids a little bit, but that's nice. Let's put some reverb on that. Nice. So that down, that down, modulation. How do I turn that off?
Pushing it
Okay, modulation.
again.
Go. Clean warm. Clean bright. Oh! That's very bright.
Yeah.
Crunch. And apparently you can store the settings. Doesn't sound ultra phenomenal.
But okay. Also got a USB.
USB, yes.
For
And
maybe, I don't know.
it could be that you can actually record through it. We don't know. You find out. We're not informative, by the way. But good size. Nice for on the table. I mean, personally, I would probably prefer the Vox Audio, which looks like a handbag.
Mm-hmm.
But
this one can be carried as a handbag.
this one can be carried.
Unlike the Vox, that only looks like one.
But the Vox is twice the price.
Okay.
And it's way out of our budget. So for $150 for a practice ramp. What's a practice ramp?
It's for skateboarding.
It's when you're practicing skateboarding, you have a practice ramp. This is a practice amp. Don't skateboard on it. Don't. So
But you can skateboard with it while wearing it. You can still skateboard.
You can look so cool.
no, you need power. It's not battery powered, which the audio is.
Okay.
But I think,
But
I mean,
if
I wouldn't take this as a serious amp, but the sounds are practice sounds.
Yeah.
To noodle around, turn it on the desk, or have it in your dorm room or something where you don't want something like this. I mean, we all want something like this, okay? But you can't have a Friedman amp in your dorm room because they're gonna kill you. So this is nice, and especially headphone out, MP3 line in, jam with your favorite jams. Strawberry. And the only thing you need... I'm so fucking funny. So the only thing you need to really be ultra cool playing this is a buddy next to you to hold the amp. So I think...
It can also be good for couples, strengthening the bond.
Yeah,
on
doing
guitar.
something together. And then get the chair that really just makes you so ultimately uncool that you just can't get anyone else ever. But is the chair comfy?
It is.
So
I
damn,
have to say.
it makes you less cool because you're not slashing it up with the guitar down here, but you're also...
But you could still go like this.
Ooh, wild it up.
See, perfect Zach Wild.
I want to see Zach Wild in
Playing.
that chair and look awesome.
Si-
But
Get
the
him.
thing is, are you prepared to sacrifice a little bit of coolness for the comfort?
Since I have a lot of enough of it, I can
You mean coolness?
coolness.
Judging
yeah,
by
sure.
Hennings's sweaters, he has sacrificed a lot of
So,
coolness
yeah.
for the comfiness.
Oh, look at you guys. So hey, Core ID something I think a good if you have $150 for your significant other's Christmas gift, and he has all that stuff, but needs something on the desk to practice, or something when he's over at your place, and can't play guitar there and annoy you with it. You can do that with that. Get him headphones.
headphones,
Get him headphones to go along with it, and stand next to him
Seems legit.
like a supportive partner, holding it.
Without
Holding the tone
ugly
for
jumpers
him,
and
yes.
without other.
What ugly
Clothes.
jumper? What are you talking about?
What? Who said that?
What? Obviously, an amazing gift for, I'm gonna assume, $20, something like this, for any guitar player out there watching YouTube, is the amazing Know Your Gear / Penis shirt from Phil McKnight. Because it's the cross-promotional Henning's channel, which apparently is represented by the word penis. And Phil's channel, which is Know Your Gear. Phil McKnight, awesome guy. Thank you, Phil, for this amazing Christmas gift. This made my day. And I have another one in XXL, because he thinks I don't know. So, that could be a great gift for fans of, I don't know, his channel, my channel, both our channels. Probably $20. I don't know even where you get it. Go to Phil McKnight's channel and there's probably a link to his shirts. So that's good. Again, as I said in the other videos, I'm not getting paid for this. This I made as an infomercial kind of a thing for the people that want to buy gifts. Thomann helped me pick the items. We had a blast doing that. And I do get, if you use the links below, which I ask you to do, I do get a percentage. So don't buy anything you'll regret, okay? If you go around saying, but Henning said the comfy chair is super comfy, but it wasn't comfy, and I didn't get any because I was sitting in the chair, as Kiana warned you about, then don't blame me for that. Buy what feels right to you, okay? You're not stupid. Well, some of you are. You know who you are. I don't know. Animals at the end, as always, and Merry holidays. Is that many? Happy Hanukkah. Love you guys.
I went astray, but I could have become someday. Father, have I lost